Well, still to come, a huge key to any relationship is listening and being a good listener. And sometimes that is a hard thing to do. Good thing Cara Meckfessel is here. She's going to show us how to be a great listener. Coming up next.
Live from your breaking news leader, Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas starts now.
In this morning's Building Relationships, we are talking about listening. Raise your hand if you've had an issue with that. I know sometimes I can be a better listener, definitely. But we have Cara Meckfessel here with Baptist Health to talk a little bit about how we can be a better listener and how effective listening, why is it so important? So let's get to the first one. What's the first step in being a good listener, Cara?
Well, I think it is just to give your undivided attention. I like to say be present, be in the moment. Don't be on your cell phone or making your grocery list. Just really be engaged and try to listen to what that other person is saying to you.
Yeah, definitely. And I know I've done this before. I mean, I've interrupted someone because when something comes to mind, it's like I want to spit it out. But, does that impact our ability to listen if, we interrupt?
Yes, I think it does. I think we should let the person finish saying what they want to say. Don't interrupt the whole time. Be careful to not one-up. I mean, I think that's so important because some people want to say, once you've told a story, oh, that's nothing, you should hear this. And you're feeling like, oh, well, I'm sorry that my story was nothing. I mean, so people want to feel valued. So
right. Want to make sure that they're listening about their story and they actually care about what they had to say, right? And okay, so what can you do to make sure that you are listening to this person, that you've heard them correctly?
Well, you can kind of repeat things back. You can ask questions, paraphrase, like for instance, like I hear you saying this, and just to make sure that you're getting the most out of what they're saying.
Yeah, it's like, wait, so let me get this correct. You said this, like,
yes.
Okay, just kind of like relate to them or just make sure that you understood them correctly.
Exactly.
Why is effective listening so important?
Well, I think it's so important because people want to feel valued. They feel what they are saying to you is important, and so they want you to feel like it's important. So that's why it is just so important to do that.
Yeah. And then lastly, okay, there's this one person in my family, I can't tell you, but sometimes I have trouble listening to a long version of a story. I mean, every little detail, but it's like you've got to be a listener on that part. And sometimes I go in and out, but how can you be better at listening at those long version stories?
Well,
that's tough.
It is tough, and my husband would tell you that I'll say all the time, like, just give me the short version of that. So I'm speaking to myself as I say this, but it just takes time. It just kind of takes practice, and it just makes you just have to actively engage and focus and say, I'm really going to listen to this, and I'm going to put everything else aside right now.
Even though it takes an hour to get that story across. I'm just kidding. Yes. Be a good listener. That's what you get from it. That's great. Thanks so much, Cara, for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.